Good evening, friends. It's great to see you on tonight. Day 16, starting the second half of 30 Days of Hope from the Stevens home. And so great to see you on tonight. If you're here watching online live, let me know in the comments that you're here. If you're not here, you're watching via the replay, let me know in the comments on the replay. Just comment, let us know you're here. Let us know by subscribing and sharing our page as well. We have a lot of great things going on here at the Stevens home. So this is day 16, and I don't know about you. This is day 16 of our video. It's almost a month into how the coronavirus has hit central Indiana and Indiana as an entire state. And so we have been on a restricted set of circumstances of living, of lockdown, for just about 3 weeks now, almost a month. In many cases, restricted down to 10 people, and then stay-at-home orders and such. And so we're eagerly awaiting tomorrow. We'll see what our governor has issues tomorrow with new information regarding what will happen with the stay-at-home order that was supposed to expire on Sunday, but we'll see what's happening. So, with that being said, I'm not sure what your situation looks like in your home and in your work, with your family, with your life. I know the first few weeks of this, everything was shifting, at least for me and our family. Work shifted me to 100% work from home, whereas I was only working from home a few days a week before that. Church, which were involved in ministry, shifted to just a few people that first week, a restricted number of people and families, and then shifted immediately to 100% online with only a few essential personnel in the building in order to carry out the service. Life has shifted with school and how we do education. Many of the activities that we're involved in have all shifted to meeting online via web conferencing utilities. These are all ways that we've shifted. In those first few weeks of shifting, we're spending so much energy and time and focus on the shift that I'm not sure how many people actually understood the stress that it was causing and the trauma that it was doing to our lives. We just moved and we went through it kind of like we're in shock, in shell shock. And I think that many families, many people were in that circumstance and have begun, over the past week or so, week and a half maybe, have begun to feel and realize the effects of that stress, the emotions behind it, the trauma that is causing us mentally and emotionally and physically, and the challenges that's creating in our families, in our homes, the opportunities that we also see as well. And so those are some unique things that we're facing. But tonight I want to give you a message of hope, and here is that hope. So I'm holding in front of me a Spartan Sprint medal. For those of you who don't know, a Spartan race is an obstacle course race, and they have several different levels of difficulty. The sprint is the easiest form of this, and so this is from 2019 Spartan Sprint. So the Spartan Sprint is about 3-ish miles. I think the one we competed in was almost 4 miles. 20 different obstacles. So it's an obstacle course race. You run it as well as compete in these obstacles. You carry weights, bags or buckets of concrete or sand, and you carry them up hills. There's a barbed wire crawl that was uphill through pea gravel. There were 20 different obstacles that you had to compete in and complete, as well as the 3 to 5 mile course itself. Last October, I had the opportunity to complete my first Spartan Sprint. But the story doesn't start there in October. The story actually starts about a year ago. It was about Easter of 2019 when a friend of mine from church we were talking about the Spartan Sprint, and invited me to participate in this project. Now, I'm not sure if you know me or how much you can tell, but I am a hefty individual. I weigh close to 350 pounds. I'm 5'11" on a good day. 5'10" when the weight compresses my spine. So I'm a good-sized individual. My cardiologist, a few years ago, I had to have heart surgery in order to correct some heart arrhythmias, and in that process, they had to cauterize some misfires in my heart. And my cardiologist, when he saw me, he said, "You look great for your weight." I was expecting somebody very round, and you're not round. You're thick, you're solid, but you look great for your weight. And I've had compliments like that. Some people call them backhanded compliments, often throughout my life. Josh, for a person of your size, you're pretty agile, because I'm pretty light-footed for my size. I am fit for being so fat. And at least that's what I thought, and I told myself. So when my friend invited me to participate in the Spartan Sprint last year, a year ago, around Easter time, I said, I need to get into some shape, because there's arm stuff, there's pull-ups, there's all kinds of arm obstacles as well as leg obstacles, and working out different parts of your body. I said, I'm going to work on it, I'm going to get in shape, and I'm going to be there. The problem is October came. October, the weekend of the event, happened in Attica, Indiana, and I had not worked out. I had not gotten healthier. I had not eaten better. I had not lost weight. I had not done any of the strength training exercises or endurance building exercises that I needed to. And instead, I was almost the same as I'd been 6 months prior to that when I was first invited to the Spartan Sprint. Now, I'm a pretty positive mental guy, and I can push through, and I believe mind over matter all the way. Or so I thought. When I got on this obstacle course, we started out in this obstacle course. It was a 4-person team, and it was slow goings. I'm thankful that the team didn't leave me in the dust, but instead stayed with me and kept going, and pushed and encouraged and cheered me along on that Spartan Sprint. I'm also thankful they were there, and all 3 of the other participants are in the medical profession, and so I called them my medical team, because there was one point in the Spartan Sprint that I thought for sure that I was going to pass out. And the medical team, my team, thought I was going to die. They said, "Josh, you were white as a sheet. You didn't look like you could move anymore." And I, being the stubborn person I am, just decided I'm going to push on and do it. There were a few times that people said, "You can quit, you can bow out, you can stop." And I said, "No, I'm going to keep going." I didn't compete or complete every obstacle because there are a few that I was not physically able to do. And when you're not able to do an obstacle, you're supposed to do burpees. And I did several burpees. I didn't do all that's required of the Spartan when they say you don't complete an obstacle. But at the end of the day, I made it through. I jumped over this line of fire that signifies the end of the obstacle course. At that point, I almost kind of fell over the line of fire. I barely stepped over it to the point that I didn't get burned, but I was tired, I was exhausted, I was spent, but I was excited because I completed my Spartan Sprint. I got this cool medal along with some other little swag of saying, yes, I completed this part of the process. I'm excited. I can say I've done the Spartan Sprint. my friend Josh, who led the team, he said you'll work that into conversations all over the place. I did a Spartan, and so tonight in our Hope from the Stevens home, I did a Spartan. But the reason I bring that up and to say in this conversation about hope from our home is because I did all of that without preparation, without training, and I thought I was going to lose it a few times. People around me thought I was going to lose it a few times. But with the strength of my team, with the encouragement of my team, with the compassion of my team, I made it through. Now, we are all facing unique challenges in this COVID-19 situation, and we are all facing unique situations and new things for us, and how we do life, how we do family, how we do eating, how we do entertainment, how we do stress relief. We are facing all kinds of challenges and opportunities. But let me encourage you to find hope in your team. I don't know who your team is. Maybe your team is a group of coworkers that you're close with. Maybe your team is your family, your parents or siblings, or your spouse, your kids that you're living at home with. Maybe your team is people from your church or community of faith. I don't know who your team is, but let me challenge you and encourage you to find hope from your team and find help from your team. I made it through that Spartan sprint because of the encouragement and the compassion and the strength of my team. And I'm so thankful that they were there with me. Now, when all is said and done, I confess that I need to do things differently if I want to do this again. I confess I needed to get in better shape. I needed to work out. I needed to do the things necessary to not rely so much on my team, but be a better team member the next time around. But for this moment and this time, let me just say this. We're all going through these new circumstances. We're all facing these unique challenges. Who's your team? Who are the people that you can call and say, I need some help today? I just need someone to talk to. I need someone to pray with. I need someone to just encourage me. Who are the people that you can let know, hey, I'm struggling right now. I'm not doing well. My emotions are shot. I'm stressed out. I just need some hope. I need some help. Who's your team? I encourage you to find your team so that you can make it through. We all need somebody, and we all need each other. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're excited to partner with two agencies to help with this time, the COVID-19 crisis, and as they give COVID-19 relief. We're excited to partner first with our church, the Journey Church. This is a church we serve at, but we're partnering with them. And for every new subscriber that we get between till next Tuesday, we're giving at least $1 to up to $100 to the Journey Church COVID Relief Fund. We're also doing the same thing with the second organization that's working to bring 10 million meals to people across the United States, and that's Convoy of Hope. These two organizations, the local one, our church, and the national one with Convoy of Hope that also works internationally, this is part of our way of joining with our team to say there is hope for those around us. There is hope. From my team at the Journey Church, our lead pastor and his wife, the team of leadership that leads the church, there's hope there. There's hope from Convoy of Hope and the organization there. There's hope from a variety of other teams. Your family, your friends, your workplace, your church. There's hope from a variety of other teams. Who's your team and who's helping you? Please like us, subscribe, share this with other people. If you find just a measure of hope, we're working on ways that we can get better in our storytelling, get better in our presentation. We're all doing new things in this challenging season, but we're taking these steps as opportunities to speak hope into your life. So thank you for joining us today. Have a great day and be blessed.